Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining me. I'm Cheryl and this is Your Journey Yoga. I hope you're doing fantastic and I hope you feel even better after we're done here. Always my intent, you guys, is to leave you in a better space than when you found me. So thanks for joining me today. We are going to start in a tabletop position. So on the hands and knees, please, having water handy if you need it, a towel if you need it, a strap, a pillow, whatever you need to be successful today in your practice. So we're going to come forward to a tabletop position, hands below the shoulders. Fingers are spread nice and wide, lengthening through the crown of the head, lifting out of those shoulders. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, draw your right ear towards your right hip, hip towards your ear. Inhale it back to center. And exhale, other side, left ear, left hip, breathe. And back to center. We're just going to alternate side to side, moving at your pace. Inhaling back to center and then exhaling as you make that C shape. Just warming up through the spine, staying strong through the belly. So a fairly short practice today. Great. So whenever you're not really having a whole lot of time for your practice, but you know you just need to do something to get that body flowing, blood flowing, let's do one more each side. So it's about consistency, guys. Always good to get in a long practice every now and again, but really it's about consistency. And let's sit it back to child's pose. Extend those arms out nice and long. Hips back towards your heels. Forehead towards the mat. So depending upon what time of the day it is, maybe you just rolled out of bed and you're just needing a little bit of morning yoga to get your day started off right. Or perhaps you need a little kick in the pants. It's the afternoon and you've chosen this rather than a cup of coffee or a snack. Good for you, my friends. Of course, if you're going to have a healthy snack, feel free to do so afterwards. But always good to make healthy choices, guys. The best we can. It's about balance. We're going to inhale and hollow the tummy and chest, slowly rolling forward to a modified plank. Shoulders right over those fingertips. Lengthen through the crown of the head, and then as you exhale, hollow the tummy and chest. Slowly transition that weight back to child's pose. Again, about balance, right? Living a happy, healthy life. One more time, hollow it out. Slowly transitioning that weight forward. Shoulders right over those fingertips. We do a crocodile down, elbows right by the ribs. Press it through up dog. Tuck the toes, lift the hips to down dog. Feet are hip width apart. Hands shoulder width. Head heavy, face soft. And let's gently alternate bending knees. Walk it out. Nice big deep breaths, guys. So I hope you're feeling fantastic today. And if you're not, I hope you will soon. As you exhale, let both heels gently sink. Let's inhale it to high plank. Crocodile down. Press it through up dog. Hold your up dog just for a moment. Draw those shoulders down and away. Gaze up towards the sky. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips to down dog. And sway those hips side to side. Coming back to center. Taking a gaze between your hands. Walk your feet in to forward fold. Arms are heavy. Head is heavy. Soft bend in the knees so you're not feeling pressure behind those knees, guys. Give your head a little shake, yes or no. Let's bring the hands to the elbows. Hold on. And gently sway side to side. So as we move, we're checking in. Noticing any resistance, any tension, any tightness. And we're going to do our very best to let that go. We're going to clear our head of negative thoughts, negative energy. And let that body follow lead. Coming back to center, release your arms. And ever so slowly roll yourself up. Stacking each vertebra one at a time so that we stand nice and tall. Big shoulder roll up and back. Shoulders slide down and away. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, left hand down, right arm high, lean in and reach. Standing lateral flexion, just feel that long stretch all the way down the side of your body. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, other side, lengthen, lean in, reach in both directions. Inhale, both arms come up. And exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale, up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, take a giant step back with your left foot. Back knee can come to the mat if you like. Otherwise, knee stays off. We circle those arms overhead to a crescent lunge. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little bit. And then exhale, sink. A little mind game, guys, a little shoulder mobility. Left arm comes forward, right arm goes back, and we just make a big circle all the way around and all the way up tall. Right arm comes forward, left arm goes back, big circle. Don't overthink it. And breathe, arms overhead. Pulling the hands to heart center, we turn and place that left elbow to the right knee, pressing against the knee, working to bring your hands towards heart center. Finding your breath. Those arm circles can be kind of fun and frustrating. It's amazing how challenging sometimes that can be. No worries, it's a good way to put a smile on your face. And we turn back to face front. Extend those arms overhead. Circle the arms forward, back of the hands pulled towards the back of the mat. Gaze to the sky. Open those arms to a nice wide V. Spread your fingers and reach. Open through the chest. Beautiful stretch down the front of that left leg. Rotate palms to the sky. Big circle of those arms overhead. Exhale, flow forward. Hands on either side of your foot. Lift your hips, sweep it back. And extend right leg to the sky. Go ahead and open up those hips. Add a flex of that right foot, a bend of that right knee, and draw your heel towards your bottom. We're going to inhale it to high plank, drawing that right knee in. Breathe. Releasing that right knee to the inside between those hands. Back toes uncurl to pigeon. Chest is nice and tall. Getting into that right hip. Find your breath. Let's walk those hands forward and out to a nice wide V. Spread your fingers wide. Bring the fingertips up to the onto the mat. Palms lift, and then slowly lower down. Take your time. Just lowering down. Allowing the forehead to rest. Elbows pointing towards the sky or thereabouts. Breathe. Now slowly press those the pads of the fingers into the ground and re-rise, coming all the way back up, walking those hands back up, one hand on either side of your knee. Tuck your back toes, lift that right knee, and let's roll it back to our down, three-legged down dog. Knee open, knee bent, extend that right leg, and slowly releasing it down to down dog. We inhale it to high plank, crocodile down. Press it through up dog. And exhale to down dog. Taking the gaze between your hands, walk, step, or hop to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. Exhale and release that left hand down. Right forearm crosses the crown of the head and gently pull your head to the right. Releasing that right hand along the side of the head. Reaching with those left fingertips as far down your leg as you can reach. Little love for that neck and for the shoulder. And you might feel a little pop and crack every now and again. No worries, as long as there's no pain, guys, it's all good. Inhale, extend right arm. Switch sides, left arm up, right arm down. Cross the crown of the head with that left arm and gently lead that head to the left. Relaxing the weight of your left hand. Reach with those right fingertips. So if you deal with seasonal allergies, if you have a mild cold, you might notice that your ear canals, those eustachian tubes, are a little clogged. This is a great way to open those up. So if you hear that little pop, maybe a little release, celebrate that, my friends. If it's just that nice long stretch, That's a beautiful thing too. Extend left arm to the sky, right arm to the sky. Exhale, open those arms to a nice wide V, gaze to the sky. Inhale, reach, and exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Bringing the hands to the elbows once again, head heavy. We gently sway side to side. Again, not locking out those knees, just making sure we're not feeling pressure behind those knees, and we're just letting ourselves sway. Doesn't matter how fast or how slow, just whatever works for you. We come back to center, release those arms. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, take a giant step back with your right foot. Back knee can come down if you like, otherwise knee stays off. Arms circle overhead to our crescent lunge. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little bit. And exhale, sink. And again, we're going to have fun with those arms, guys. Right arm comes forward, left arm goes back, big circle. Shoulder mobility, coordination, fun with that brain. And now the left arm comes forward, right arm goes back, big circle. Don't think about it too much, just let it happen. Breathe. Circle the arms forward, around and back. Back of the hands pull towards the back of the mat. Open your chest, gaze to the sky. Spread your fingers wide, rotate your palms to the sky. Feel that beautiful stretch through the front of the shoulder, through the biceps, through the belly. Inhale, reach to the sky. Pull the hands to heart center, return, and place that right elbow to the left knee. Pressing against the knee, bringing those hands towards heart center. Find your breath. Slow it down. What do you feel? It's amazing the different sensations when we take a few moments, a few breaths to hold our pose. Allowing the body to really experience this asana. It's pretty cool. I love that mind-body connection, you guys. It's powerful. We turn back to face front. Extend those arms overhead. Big circle of the arms to the back. Release your hands on either side of your foot. Lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend left leg to the sky. Flex your foot, bend that left knee. Draw your heel towards your bottom. Right heel pressing into the mat. Core is strong. We're going to inhale as we slowly transition, drawing that left knee forward to a plank position, and then placing that left knee between the hands to pigeon pose, foot to the inside. Uncurl those toes and sit up nice and tall. Breathe. Taking care of those knees, taking care of that lower back, guys, doing what you need to do to take care of you. If ever we're in a pose and your body is not loving it, be mindful. Is it because it's challenging? Or is it because it's just not a good place to be today? And that's okay. Don't judge, don't criticize your body. It's giving you messages, listen to them. Be happy that you can move. The gift of mobility, you guys, is pretty powerful. Let's take those hands forward and out just a bit. So we're going to come up to the pads of the fingers, palms are lifted off of the ground, and we're going to slowly lower ourselves down. Keeping those elbows bent, keeping those elbows pointed high, just slowly releasing that forehead to the mat. If it doesn't want to come all the way down to the mat, that's okay. Breathe. Mindful movement, guys. So those elbows are still lifting towards the sky. We're still pressing onto the pads of the fingers. We're doing our very best to let go of that tension in the hip. And we're breathing slow and steady. Now slowly press through those pads of the fingers as you rise, coming all the way back up. And we pull those hands back in on either side of the knee. Tuck your toes, lift that knee to plank. And then we're going to slowly transition back to that three-legged down dog with that left leg high, knee bent, flex your foot, open through those hips. Extending left leg to the sky and slowly releasing it down to down dog. We inhale it to high plank, crocodile down. Press it through up dog. Open up those knees and sit it back to extended child's pose. Breathe. Lots of room for the tummy and chest between those legs. Arms extended out nice and long, chin or cheek to the mat. And let's slowly walk those hands back up. Bring the knees together, and let's walk those hands up to a kneeling position. So you can fold your mat back on itself, creating a nice triple layer of your mat if your knees are more sensitive to your floor. Otherwise, just nice and long with that mat. And the knees, hip width apart. We're going to make fists with our hands or blades with our hands, and we're going to place our hands behind us about hip height on either side of the spine. So blade hands, fingertips are pointing towards your bottom. Fists for hands where your rings would sit. We place that part of your hand right on either side of the spine about hip height. Now draw those shoulders back, those elbows towards one another, almost like I've just wrapped a bungee cord around your elbows. Now we're going to keep those hips facing front. Pretend like there's a wall in front of you. Your tummy's against that wall and so are your hips. Press your hands into the small of the back as you lift your gaze and lift your chest. We're coming to camel pose. Arching back, but not leaning back. Just arching and lifting through the chest. Pressing those hands into the small of the back. If it feels right to you, you can release your hands to your heels. If that means you have to lean back a lot, just not quite ready for that. Keep those hands supporting at the small of the back. Now, if you like, take your gaze back. Slowly lifting your gaze, bringing one hand back to the small of the back and then the other, and we rise. Nice job, and sit it back to child's pose. Stretch it out. Oh, just let yourself sink. You can open those knees or you can keep them together. That again was camel pose. I know some people have a love-hate thing with those back bends. Keep it up as long as there's no pain, guys. Gets better every time we come back. And let's slowly walk those hands up. Come over onto one hip and sweep your feet around. Slide on down to the top of your mat. Extending the legs out, and let's take that right foot, crossing it up and over the left. Bringing the hands to the outside of your knee, pull your knee in nice and tight. Add a flex of that left foot and sit up nice and tall. Should feel a good little stretch in that right hip. Now after that pigeon pose, hopefully the hip is let go of quite a bit. Let's wrap the crook of that left elbow around the knee and pull it in even tighter. Let's extend that right arm out, circle it around, and release your hand behind you to sit up nice and tall. Now turn and take your gaze out over that right shoulder, all the while drawing that left or that right knee in towards your chest, sitting up as tall as you can sit. Our spinal rotation feels good. Extending right arm straight back, circle it all the way back up and over, releasing that rotation. Extend right leg, cross the left. Breathe, sit up nice and tall, hands to the outside of the knee. Add a flex of that right foot, and we just sit up as tall as we can sit. We're always promoting the best posture that we have. Guys, good posture not only helps us keeping looking, feeling, and maybe acting, I don't know, maybe not acting, but looking and feeling younger just feels better, guys. When we start to collapse forward, we don't get the fullest, biggest, deepest breaths. We look kind of tired. We look kind of sad. So we want to make sure that we're standing up tall. We feel better when we're standing taller. It's amazing the effect that that has on you. And we're going to wrap the crook of that right elbow around the knee, pull it in nice and tight. Breathe. Extending left arm out, lift it high, circle that left arm all the way around behind you, hand to the mat, sit up even taller. Use that as a little kickstand to help prop you up even more, and then slowly turn your gaze out over that left shoulder. But in all seriousness, guys, better posture equals better health, better balance, better gait. So we want to move efficiently, right? And we want to keep our bodies as pain-free as possible. Keeping that good tall posture is part of that. Extending left arm back, circle it up, and releasing that rotation, turning back to face front. Extend both legs out, flex your feet, reach to the sky. Lengthen and hinge it forward, tummy down, chest down, hands, and then relax the weight of your head. A little tuck of your chin towards your chest if that feels okay, and just feel that stretch all the way down your spine. Pretty darn intense stretch for the hamstrings and the calves. The more you flex your feet, the more you're going to feel that. Inhale, reach it out. Sit up nice and tall. Release your hands down by your sides, and let's turn and come to a cross-legged position. Now, if for some reason cross-legged position, easy pose is not great for you, and it is not easy, make an adjustment however you need to. Legs out wide, legs out long. You can be up on your knees, whatever you wish. And then we're going to sit up nice and tall, resting the hands comfortably to the tops of the knees, palms open to the sky. And if it feels right to you, bring your index finger to touch your thumb. Otherwise, just rest your hands comfortably. Close your eyes, feel the length in your spine. Take just a moment with gratitude and a sense of joy. Thank your body, your mind, and your breath for allowing you to take this journey today. To move, to breathe, to explore, to let go of negative energy, to promote positive energy. Our breath is powerful, my friends. Quieting the mind, adjusting our attitudes, giving us a new perspective. Here, within the stillness, let's set an intention for the day. And we're going to follow through with that intention, letting it be a friendly reminder as we move through our day. Is this in line with what we intended for the day? And if not, adjust. Calming deep breaths to just gently bring us back. As you inhale, open the fingers, spread them wide, feel that stretch across the palm. And gently bring all fingers to touch your thumb. Breathe. Let's gently open the eyes, take a big breath in, reach to the sky. And exhale, pull the hands to heart center. As always, my friends, thank you so much for joining me. I hope it feels great. I hope you feel even better than you did before we started. Making a difference is what I'm all about, you guys. I hope it's happening. I hope you feel the love, the lightness, and all goodness. So be well. Take care. And until the next time, namaste.